Hey everybody, we're back surf fishing for the sharks. We're at New Smyrna Beach. It's about 2 hours before high tide. The surf's kind of big and rough. We're just going to do the best we can, because another thing, there is seaweed along the beach, and a lot of it. It's unusual to have this much seaweed in the month of May in Florida. Okay, what do you got? She caught a catfish on her second cast, and now that's a croaker.
That's a croaker, right?
Yeah, go ahead, take it off and throw it up there. All right, it looks like it's only going to be one shark rod today for sure. I got her Ocean Master with the BG 8000, and I got a frozen whiting head on it. She just caught that croaker, so I'll probably switch that out when I reel it in. Okay, this would be number 3. And what is it? The little dinky catfish. All right, I'm definitely gonna let him go, and I'm taking him off too. Probably another croaker here. I can't even keep the shark rod in the water with all the seaweed. Okay, so now she's got 2 fat catfish, the croaker and a spot, so she likes to catch different things. Hopefully I can actually film some of them as the day goes on. All right, here's the setup for today. She's on the right with the bait rod. The shark rod's on the left, about 20 yards away. She's already got 3 catfish, a spot, and a croaker. She's probably going to be catching all the fish today, because we're going to have problems with the shark rod trying to keep it in the water with all the seaweed. We're just going to do the best that we can. Trying to film her catching them, so I run and grab the camera, and what do we got? A catfish. Okay, that's number 4 for those. All right, I'll take it off. All right, it's about 15 minutes before high tide. I've been waiting on her to catch a whiting, and all she's been getting is them damn catfish. So I'm gonna put the croaker that she caught on earlier, put the croaker head on, and hopefully she'll catch some whiting, because I want to have a fresh bait at high tide. All right, it's high tide right now. We've been here close to 2.5 hours. The waves are still big, and it's going to be that way for another 30 minutes or so. You can't get within 25 feet of the edge of the surf because of that right there, those big waves. There's still seaweed in the water, but not quite as much. But the good thing, it doesn't look like the tide's gonna come up and pull this old seaweed in. So that's a big break for us today. She's still down there digging up her sand fleas. You got a whole bottle of them, right? Yeah. She brings them up, throws the little handful of sand, gets a few, puts them on the line. So we don't use the sand flea rate. What do we got? It's a good guess, honey, since that's basically all she's been catching is the catfish. Oh wow, if I had a second rod, lift that thing up. If I had the second rod out, I'd put that thing on there alive. But I can't get the second rod out, too much seaweed.
So lots of cats there.
Lots of cats.
These are going to be using fish grip.
I'm using the fish grips. I bought them, they've been on the pack for 2 years. I'm just too lazy to get them out and get them dirty. But with these little catfish, they're harder to get off than the big ones. And once you get them clamped on there, that's it. That way I don't get the damn spine to me. Pretty efficient. She's probably caught about 8 catfish today. All right, it's not going to show up on the GoPro. But every 15-20 minutes, The mats of the seaweed are mixed in with the waves, and you can see them. And you got to reel in the shark rod because you don't want to get 20 foot of seaweed on it. Hopefully as the tide goes out in the next hour or so, we won't be seeing those. But the waves are still big. If I did hook a big shark, I'd have a hell of a time getting that thing in with these big waves. All right, she had to pull her rod in too with the seaweed. Now the mats went by, so she threw it out there. She's probably got the catfish, but I'm gonna put that on. Since I've already got the rod reeled in, and if there's that much catfish out there, your best chance of getting the shark is probably on the catfish. Well, are you kidding me? And what is it, a spot? All right, no, I'm not gonna use the spot. They're kind of fragile fish and they fall off the hook pretty good. Okay, I just threw the croaker head out and she's got my catfish. So I'm gonna keep that one. The next time I reel in a shark rod, I'm gonna put the little chunk of catfish on there. I've been waiting for her to catch a whiting all day.
And it's a
that's too small. I'm not even gonna put that on for the shark rod. Let it go and get me a bigger whiting. Wow. Okay, I moved the shark rod to the right side, about 50, 60 yards down from where it was, because it looked like there was a little cut out there, a little bit deeper water, but the wife said I just made it up. But this is probably gonna be the setup for the rest of the day over here. And that catfish is a nice, small, highly exposed piece. So let's get one. The seaweed's so bad, she didn't even know she had a bite. Okay, so the fish grips are getting some use today. I bet you've caught about 13 of those things. That's a bigger one too. I think what I should have done earlier, I should have put the piece of catfish on at the very beginning if I were to do things different. She hasn't caught a decent whiting yet. What do we got? Well, you might go for a record. I think your record is 20 in one day, a catfish. That's got to be number 14 or 15. Man, I have to throw the shark rod about every 8-10 minutes. I'd almost pull it in. I'm just gonna keep throwing it. I think this is a whiting. She says it's a catfish. Because I put the smaller sand fleas on there. It doesn't matter, you're right. This is how we're closing the day out. I already put the shark rod up. I just couldn't keep it in the water with all the seaweed and the wind blowing 15 miles an hour. So we're gonna try to catch some whiting so we can bring some whiting heads home. But of course, it's all back to the catfish. All right, everything else is put up. This is how we're gonna close the day out. We're gonna take turns fishing for the little whiting and spots with the sand perch rig, with the pink and white fish bites and the little sand fleas. I just caught a spot. Now we're gonna be taking turns.
Okay, he's got something.
This is not a spot. My guess is a catfish.
Catfish?
It's a croaker. Okay, so each person is gonna get 5 minutes and then you give the rod up.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
kick your ass.
Did you get it?
I think so.
I think so. Something like a on it. Huh.
It's a little spot.
Okay.
I'm sorry, honey. That's 2-0. I don't think that was a sand flea, but just a fish bite. And she's copying and throwing it where I'm catching the fish.
No, I'm
All
not.
right, turn it on.
He's got another fish.
this would be number 3, woman.
Yep. I didn't catch none. You're 3. And I'm nothing.
Wow, okay.
Cat. It's a
All
cat.
right, a catfish, a spot, and a croaker. And you're shut out.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, it's 3-0. She's getting little bites here. We're gonna have to leave, honey, so there's no way you can catch me because I got 3-0. Maybe you can get that one. Maybe it'll be a big pompano. All right, we're wrapping it up. We've been here 8.5 hours. We probably got a total of 25 fish today, mostly catfish. I did catch the last 3, but we gotta go.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.